June 10th, the radical Islamist group known as the Islamic State dramatically raises its ruthless profile in a series of lightning raids inside Iraq, including overtaking the country's second largest city, Mosul. The group, also known as ISIS or ISIL, started as Al-Qaeda's branch in Iraq before morphing into its own entity and expanding into Syria. They quickly earn a reputation for viciousness, holding mass executions of captured Iraqi and Syrian troops, beheading Western journalists and aid workers, and then posting graphic videos of these acts online. In fact, the footage is used as propaganda to beckon foreigners to come join the battle to create a pure Islamic state. An unknown number have. President Barack Obama says the U.S. can wait no longer. It must get involved.
Left unchecked, these terrorists could pose a growing threat beyond that region.
He orders airstrikes and forges a coalition that includes Arab countries. But Mr. Obama pledges no American boots on the ground. Others will have to do the fighting in what he says will be a years-long effort. Officials say months of sorties have slowed ISIS's momentum, but there are few signs that ISIS has been snuffed. Far from it. And heading into 2015, world leaders remain unable to answer the question when, how, and by whom these jihadists will be stopped.
Snipers out there, stay down!
USA! 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 USA!
The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
The United States launched a targeted operation against that compound.
They did a lot of shooting, and they did a lot of blasting, even not going through the front door. You know, you think you go through the door. If you're a normal person, you say, knock, knock, may I come in?
After a firefight, they killed Osama bin Laden and took custody of his body.
He died like a dog.
But his death does not mark the end of our effort.
A beautiful dog, a talented dog.
We give thanks for the men who carried out this operation.
And I don't get any credit for this, but that's okay. I never do. But here we are.
May God bless you. And may God bless the United States of America.
And I'm writing a book. I think I wrote 12 books. All did very well.
Overnight, what started as an adult nightclub appearance in Columbus, Ohio, ending in an arrest for porn star Stormy Daniels. Daniels seen here in handcuffs, a police officer leading the way. In a series of tweets, her attorney Michael Avenatti saying Daniels was arrested for allowing a customer to touch her while on stage in a non-sexual manner. Avenatti also claiming the arrest was a setup and politically motivated, adding it reeks of desperation. We will fight all bogus charges. But authorities claim otherwise, writing that Daniels, formerly known as Stephanie Clifford, forced the faces of patrons into her chest, among other actions, including inappropriately touching female patrons.
Developing headline at this hour reports the attorney who represented Stormy Daniels taking on the president, Michael Avenatti, has been arrested.
As the special counsel report makes clear, the Russian government sought to interfere in our election process. But thanks to the special counsel's thorough investigation, we now know that the Russian operatives who perpetrated these schemes did not have the cooperation of President Trump or the Trump campaign, or the knowing assistance of any other American for that matter.
You know I'm totally off script right now. The Green New Deal, right? Darling, is the wind blowing today? I'd like to watch television, darling. Russia, please, if you can, get us Hillary Clinton's emails. Please, Russia, please. He asked Russia to go get the emails. We're going to look into his finance. I said, where did that come from? He always talked about Russia. The Attorney General says, I'm going to recuse myself. And I said, why the hell didn't he tell me that before I put him in? Russia, 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 Russia. My wife said, you never spoke to anybody from Russia, darling. I said, that's right. President Trump is waiting for the Mueller report. He's bad. He's a bad guy. But you know what I like about this? Number one, I'm in love, and you're in love. We're all in love together. We've done something that nobody's ever done. Hey, Don, how you doing? Hey, Donnie. I love you, Donnie. For 35 years, now they call Mr. President, sir. How are you? Trains to Hawaii. How do you get to Europe? We haven't figured that one out yet. We don't use airplanes anymore. Is doing well, except, of course, for the Never-Trumpers. But they are on mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. You don't get rich by sitting behind a desk, so I didn't want to do that. And I'm in the White House, and I was lonely. I said, let's go to Iraq. Okay, General Raisin Cane, how fast can... Sir, we can have it totally finished in 1 week. I said, 1 week? And yet I see senators that are there for 20 years. White hair. See, I don't have white hair. Yes, I agree with this. This speech should have been delivered 1 year from now, not now, damn it. Because they're going to grip together. They're going to say, you know, this guy's really laying for us. I should have saved the Pocahontas thing for another year. Instead, we believe in free speech, including online and including on campus. Today, I'm proud to announce that I will be very soon signing an executive order requiring colleges and universities to support free speech if they want federal research dollars. Who does this? Other countries say, get the hell out of here. They will execute the baby after birth. Donald Trump should not, under any circumstances. They're trying to take you out with bullshit, okay? With bullshit. The light bulb. People said, what's with the light bulb? I said, here's the story. And I looked at it. The bulb that we're being forced to use, number one, to me, most importantly, the light's no good. I always look orange. And so do you. The light is the worst. But number two, it's many times more expensive than that old incandescent bulb that worked very well. And very importantly, I don't know if you know this, they have warnings. If it breaks, it's considered a hazardous waste site. It's gases inside. And read what they say. If it breaks, bring it to your local whatever, have it wrapped, have it this. What are we doing? What are we doing? So we're going to sell that, but we're also going to sell incandescent bulbs, and people are so happy about it. It's really been pretty amazing.
I came down here because I remember the first bumper sticker I saw that made me aware when I was in law school. Proudly for Holloway. Proudly for your dad. First African-American state senator in the state of Delaware. Everything about. And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
The Russia hoax proves more than ever that we need to finish exactly what we came here to do. Drain the swamp. The Democrats have to now decide whether they will continue defrauding the public with ridiculous bullshit. partisan investigations, or whether they will apologize to the American people and join us to rebuild our crumbling infrastructure.
Is Hillary Clinton itching for a rematch? President Trump attacking Clinton on Twitter over her emails and taunting her to enter the 2020 race. Clinton firing right back, saying, "Don't tempt me, do your job." But Hillary's just joking, right? Well, maybe not. Take a look.
You know, it truly is remarkable how obsessed he remains with me. Nothing has been more examined and looked at than my emails. We all know that. So he's either lying or delusional or both. Maybe there does need to be a rematch. I mean, obviously, I can beat him again.
All right, Greg, here we go again.
I could beat him again. I mean, that's not an obsession. That is a delusion that one holds to keep out the reality. And I don't blame her. I mean, she's probably had to say these kind of things being married to a man who's bedded more women than my pillow.
And this week, the president has admitted to asking the president of Ukraine to take actions which would benefit him politically. The actions of the Trump presidency revealed the dishonorable fact of the president's betrayal of his oath of office, betrayal of our national security, and betrayal of the integrity of our elections. Therefore, today, I'm announcing the House of Representatives moving forward with an official impeachment inquiry. I'm directing our 6 committees to proceed with their investigations under that umbrella of impeachment inquiry. The president must be held accountable. No one is above the law. Getting back to our founders, in the darkest days of the American Revolution, Thomas Paine wrote, "The times have found us. The times found them to fight for and establish our democracy. The times have found us today. Not to place ourselves in the same category of greatness as our founders, but to place us in the urgency of protecting and defending our Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic. In the words of Ben Franklin, to keep our republic."
Hello, Louisiana. Thank you, Mr. President, for visiting our state. In 3 short years, President Trump has doubled the growth in the greatest economy in all of human history. And you know what our Democratic friends have done for him? Speaker Nancy Pelosi is trying to impeach him. I don't mean any disrespect, but it must suck to be that dumb.
If a president undermining our national security and using the federal government for his own selfish personal gain is not impeachable conduct, then, Madam Speaker, I don't know what is.
I believe this is the most unfair, politically biased, rigged process that I have seen in my entire life.
If Republicans want to defend the president's indefensible behavior, they can do so.
I believe the Democrats are tearing this country apart. They're tearing families apart.
This is incredibly divisive and has lowered the bar for what future presidents will face.
When Jesus was falsely accused of treason, Pontius Pilate gave Jesus the opportunity to face his accusers. During that sham trial, Pontius Pilate afforded more rights to Jesus than the Democrats have afforded this president in this process.
When just because you hate the President of the United States and you can find no other reason other than the fact that you're so blinded by your hate that you can't see straight, that you've decided the only way we can make sure this president doesn't get elected again is to impeach him.
President Trump's behavior is exactly what our founders feared most. They knew that with the awesome power of the presidency came the risk of a president abusing that power for personal gain.
Dear Ellie and James, this is a moment that you will read about in your history books. Today, I will vote to impeach the President of the United States.
Mommy, what did Grandma do? I want my daughter to be able to tell her children, Grandma did the right thing because in America, no one is above the law.
The president did nothing wrong in this issue. It's a sham, a witch hunt, and it's tantamount to a coup.
I see coming off a president who will put his head down even through this sham impeachment, and he will do his job. He will put the American people first. He will tell them that I care about you.
I'm about to say something my Democratic colleagues hate to hear. Donald J. Trump is President of the United States.
We used to care about democracy. We used to care about our allies. We used to stand up to Putin and Russia. We used to.
On this vote, the yeas are 230, the nays are 197, present is 1. Article 1 is adopted. The question is on adoption of Article 2. The question is on the adoption of Article 2. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. No. The ayes have it. On this vote, the yeas are 229. The nays are 198. Present is 1. Article 2 is adopted.
Do you hate the president, Madam Speaker? Because
I don't hate anybody. I don't have was raised in a
Representative
Catholic house. You don't hate anybody, not anybody in the world. So don't accuse me.
I did not accuse you.
You did.
I asked the question.
You did. And
Representative Collins yesterday suggested that the Democrats are doing this simply because they don't like the guy.
That had nothing to do with it. Let me just say this.
I think to the point.
I think the president is a coward when it comes to helping our kids who are afraid of gun violence. I think he is cruel when he doesn't deal with helping our dreamers, of which we're very proud. I think he's in denial about the climate crisis. However, that's about the election. This is about the elect. Take it up in the election. This is about the Constitution of the United States and the facts that lead to the president's violation of his oath of office. And as a Catholic, I resent your using the word hate in a sentence that addresses me. I don't hate anyone. I was raised in a way that is a heart full of love, and always prayed for the president. And I still pray for the president. I pray for the president all the time. So don't mess with me when it comes to words like that.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon. As president, my highest and most solemn duty is the defense of our nation and its citizens. Last night, at my direction, the United States military successfully executed a flawless precision strike that killed the #1 terrorist anywhere in the world, Qasem Soleimani. Soleimani was plotting imminent and sinister attacks on American diplomats and military personnel, but we caught him in the act and terminated him. Under my leadership, America's policy is unambiguous to terrorists who harm or intend to harm any American. We will find you, we will eliminate you, we will always protect our diplomats, service members, all Americans, and our allies. For years, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and its ruthless Quds Force, under Soleimani's leadership, has targeted, injured, and murdered hundreds of American civilians and servicemen. The recent attacks on U.S. targets in Iraq, including rocket strikes that killed an American and injured 4 American servicemen very badly, as well as a violent assault on our embassy in Baghdad, were carried out at the direction of Soleimani. Soleimani made the death of innocent people his sick passion, contributing to terrorist plots as far away as New Delhi and London. Today we remember and honor the victims of Soleimani's many atrocities, and we take comfort in knowing that his reign of terror is over. Soleimani has been perpetrating acts of terror to destabilize the Middle East for the last 20 years.
What the United States did yesterday should have been done long ago. A lot of lives would have been saved. Just recently, Soleimani led the brutal repression of protesters in Iran, where more than 1,000 innocent civilians were tortured and killed by their own government. We took action last night to stop a war. We did not take action to start a war. I have deep respect for the Iranian people. They are a remarkable people with an incredible heritage and unlimited potential. We do not seek regime change. However, the Iranian regime's aggression in the region, including the use of proxy fighters to destabilize its neighbors, must end, and it must end now. The future belongs to the people of Iran, those who seek peaceful coexistence and cooperation, not the terrorist warlords who plunder their nation to finance bloodshed abroad. The United States has the best military by far anywhere in the world. We have the best intelligence in the world. If Americans anywhere are threatened, we have all of those targets already fully identified, and I am ready and prepared to take whatever action is necessary. And that in particular refers to Iran. Under my leadership, we have destroyed the ISIS territorial caliphate. And recently, American Special Operations Forces killed the terrorist leader known as al-Baghdadi. The world is a safer place without these monsters. America will always pursue the interests of good people, great souls, while seeking peace, harmony, and friendship with all of the nations of the world. Thank you. God bless you. God bless our great military, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. President, you say you do this. Thank you. Thank you.
I was saddened by the fate of the Palestinian people. They deserve a far better life. They deserve the chance to achieve their extraordinary potential. Palestinians have been trapped in a cycle of terrorism, poverty, and violence, exploited by those seeking to use them as pawns to advance terrorism and extremism.
Just as Israel has the right of self-defense, the United States has exactly the same right. Qasem Soleimani is responsible for the death of American citizens and many other innocent people. He was planning more such attacks. President Trump deserves all the credit for acting swiftly, forcefully, decisively. Israel stands with the United States in its just struggle for peace, security, and self-defense. Thank you.
Presidential hopeful Joe Biden today finally responded to that accusation from a former Senate staffer who says he sexually assaulted her years ago in Washington. Mr. Biden says it didn't happen. She says it did, and that she told people about it at the time. Now more on the accuser and the accusation, which we should warn you is graphic.
It did not happen. Period. Period.
Joe Biden is responding to a sexual assault allegation during a dramatic appearance with MSNBC's Mika Brzezinski.
Would you please go on the record with the American people? Did you sexually assault Tara Reade?
No, it is not true. I'm saying unequivocally, it never happened. And it didn't. It never happened.
Pressure has been building on Joe Biden to answer the allegation, even from President Trump.
It could be false accusations. I know all about false accusations. I've been falsely charged numerous times.
His accuser, Tara Reade, worked for then-Senator Biden in 1993. She claims he fondled and sexually assaulted her in a hallway in the Capitol.
It shattered my life and changed the trajectory of my whole career in life. And I lost my job after I complained, and I was fired.
Now 56, she filed a police report last month, although the statute of limitations means it's too late for a criminal investigation.
They can try to strip away everything about me, but they won't take my dignity. and they won't get my silence.
2 months after Reid left Biden's office, a woman Reid says was her mother called Larry King during a show on sexual harassment in Washington. She did not identify Biden.
My daughter has just left there after working for a prominent senator and could not get through with her problems at all. And the only thing she could have done was go to the press, and she chose not to do it out of respect for him.
Or she had a story to tell, but out of respect for the person she worked for, she didn't tell it.
That's true.
This is what we know about Tara Reid. She describes herself as an actor, poet, and a lawyer. She has relatives in Russia, and she once wrote this in a magazine: "I love Russia with all my heart, and like most women across the world, I like President Putin a lot, his shirt on or shirt off."
I was pushed onto the bed.
When Dr. Christine Blasey Ford raised sexual assault allegations against Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh at his confirmation hearings in 2018, Biden said women who come forward should be presumed to be telling the truth.
Are women to be believed unless it pertains to you?
Look, women are to be believed given the benefit of the doubt. The facts in this case do not exist. They never happened.
Five months ago, the United States welcomed your great Prime Minister at a giant football stadium in Texas. And today, India welcomes us at the world's largest cricket stadium right here in Ahmedabad. The life of Prime Minister Modi underscores the limitless promise of this great nation. He started out by his father's side as a chiwala, a tea seller. Prime Minister Modi, you are not just the pride of Gujarat. As the great religious teacher Swami Vivekananda once said, some of the world's greatest cricket players, from Sachin Tendulkar to Virat Kohli. You are making impressive strides with your exciting Chandrayaan lunar program. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless America. Thank you very much. Today, I have strongly recommended to every governor to deploy the National Guard in sufficient numbers that we dominate the streets.